David, owner of Future Past Vintage Collectibles. This is my daughter, Rachel.
Hi.
How do you do?
Doing good.
I got nothing for you. No.
Good.
No. We're going to look at some comic books. Want to do that?
Yeah.
I'm going to show some raws real quick. There you go.
Okay. All right.
That's Unexpected 143. So what I'm going to do right now is just go through some Bronze Age raw books I have. My brother actually picked these up at a convention. I think it was at the San Diego Comic-Con. Found a booth that had some really high-grade copies. This is a Nick Cardy cover, and I don't actually collect Nick Cardy Unexpected. There are a couple of his covers I like. It's not what I'd personally collect, so I would take a book like this and I would sell it at some point. I'll let you know when I get to the books that I probably wouldn't sell that. Here's a little bit later of an issue, but notice these are in the Bronze Age, 20 centers, or the 25 cent thicker books. So this is Unexpected. What number is that? I'm sorry.
This is Unexpected 153. It actually was slabbed. It has a slab.
It's got a 9/6 slab in it. That's fine. It's once again, that's not the art that you'll see I chase. Rule of thumb on these is like, how much do you like that art when you look at it? For me, and Unexpected has some absolutely wicked covers. Those aren't some of them, but I like having a high grade copy. If I'm going to have any, I want them to be that high grade. This is a little different. So, yeah. This is a House of Mystery number 195, Bernie Wrightson cover, high grade copy, expensive. I spent a lot of money on this raw book. I think he said it was a 9.2, and it's a 9.2. Don't know if I can get a 9.4 out of that, which would mean it's not a keeper. I really want to own this in 9.6, and I will at some point. But man, it's going to cost me an arm and a leg if I have to buy it slab. So hopefully I can find it raw. But this is a really nice copy. And once again, this bat flying over this guy at this perspective is one of my favorite covers of his. It's not my very favorite, but it's one of my favorites. This is House of Mystery 200. And so this is a Kaluta cover. Now, Kaluta is my third favorite artist in this run. So I liked Wrightson, Adams, and Kaluta. And I own some other Kaluta covers in 9.8, and I've actually spent money on them. This is a pretty different one. I call this, in my mind, this is a Halloween cover. So I think this kind of stands out. It's one of the better covers, and I'm glad to have it. Now, this 213, you're back to Wrightson. And I'm here to tell you that is a wicked cover, and that is a 9.0, I think. So I don't think I could even ever get it to a 9.2, so I'm still looking. But I'm glad to have a copy of it anyway, because the market's not flooded with this book. If I could find raw copies of that, I'd buy it every time if the price is reasonable. I'm looking for a 9.8, so yeah. This is House of Mystery 224, and it's one of the 100-page giants. Not my favorite issue, not something I would really collect. I like it because it's in very high grade. So I'm just going to hold on to it for a little bit, and I'll see if I can press it. But I don't collect every issue. I collect the ones that have covers that stand out. This is Phantom Stranger number 12. Neil Adams cover. High grade. This is a good copy to have. Not my favorite Neil Adams Phantom Stranger cover. And also Kaluta did some incredible work on Phantom Stranger. So I really like the Phantom Stranger series. I have another issue right here. This is 18, Neil Adams art. And I like this cover. Once again, not one of my favorites, but worth having in really high grade. So, yeah, I just picked up a bunch of these. That's why I'm just kind of showing them. Yeah, this is Unexpected 135 from a known collection. It had a CGC label of 9.4. Yeah, picked it up. Got a good deal on it. Not one of my favorite covers once again.
Has a kid, though.
I'm looking for something different. That's why I'll really point out when there's a cover I think is special. As a matter of fact, I have some coming. We got a group of slabs. We'll go ahead and show you guys.
Oh, yes. All right. So I got the slabs off. This first one is House of Secrets number 112 from 1973. It's a gray tone cover and a skull cover.
It's Dominguez art. I've had this for a while. I like this book. I think it's great. In my world, I'd like it in a 9.8 if I was going to have it. But there we go. House of Secrets is a run that I really like. We have some good ones in here.
Yes, here's another one.
Yeah.
This is House of Secrets 81 from 1969. Mystery format, first appearance of Abel, and origin of the House of Secrets. It's a Neil Adams cover.
This is the number 1 issue. This is when the horror format took over. This is a Neil Adams cover I can get behind. Super hard book for me to find. I bought this a couple years ago in an auction, and I don't really like to collect 9.0s of books in this era, but I bought one because it's the first one I'd seen in a while, and I haven't seen a lot since. So super glad to have it, and I've never even checked this to see if I could press it and improve it. That's not always my like driving force. If I think a book's improvable, sometimes it just bothers me that something's that easy to fix. I'll just go fix it. At other times, this presents really nice. It's a great copy, and it's what I collect. So until I get a higher grade copy, I'm super happy to have a 9.0. And sleeper hit. I think I paid $330 for that, and I could probably sell it right now for $550. So in the last 2 years, this book has gone up about 50%. They don't sell that much. If you don't think that this is like investment worthy, I do. I definitely can hold on to these because I really believe that as Golden Age collectors start tiring of Golden Age horror, this is the only place to go, is Bronze Age horror. And DC rules in that area. So there's other stuff. There's stuff from Charlton, and there's other horror comics. So I think this has possibilities of being a jumping point because of the art. The art, in this era is so good. So yeah, barking dogs, scared kids, and a house that looks like a face. I'm in.
Okay, here's another House of Secrets. It's 87.
Yeah.
1970. Robert cover, also a Neil Adams cover. Robot cover, not Robert cover. I don't know why I said that.
One of my favorite covers in House of Secrets, bar none. It's got a dog. It's got kids. And this guy's face comes off, and he's a robot, and these kids happen to catch it. This is one of my favorite books. I would buy more copies of this, but they are never for sale. I'd like a 9.6 with white pages. Good luck. I mean, if I did find one, I'd be getting giddy and talking to you guys about it. But I love this cover. It reminds me of Westworld, which is, I'm a huge Westworld fan. And it's Neil Adams. It's great Neil Adams art. So this is one of my... I'm not selling this. You will not see this for sale.
Not from him.
Unless I just got a 9.6, and then maybe, and I don't even know.
Okay, so we got some different stuff now. Marvel Team Up number 2. It is from 1972. It has Human Torch, Frightful Four, and a Nihilist Appearance.
There are a bunch of these. I don't know how to talk about this book. There are a bunch of these out there. This is not rare. It's not, get one in 9496. Well, they're not out there all the time. I had a 949 number 1. So I had a number 1 and number 2 and 94 white pages. I told you I liked Marvel Team Up. This is great. You got to remember, this is a Spider-Man series in the 70s, other than Amazing Spider-Man, before Peter Parker. So I thought it was cool. I liked the people that he was fighting with, and some of the covers on these are just great. Gil Kane, John Romita cover, I dig it. So yeah.
Cool.
This is kind of stuff, I bought this a long time ago. I didn't buy this to, flip it right away. And the thing about us is we'll buy books and just put them away. So we have complete runs. Like we have a complete run of Wolverine going all the way from volume 2 up. And I've cherry picked it a bit, and I don't know what vacancies there are, but there aren't a lot. And I mean all the way up to 2020. Every issue, some of them 2, 3, 4 issues. And that's kind of a nothing burger, really. But that's just backstock. So it's not like we're just selling them and selling them. What I do is if something really blows up, I'll slab it. Next.
All right, we got Thor number 147. This is from the collection of David Parso, Stan Lee's personal tailor. That's what it says on the slab. It is a Ringmaster and Circus of Crime cameo, Kree Sentry appearance, and Inhumans backstory, Jack Kirby.
Yeah, it's 9.4. It's a really nice book. There's a story about this particular guy. He had traded some of his services as a tailor for some comic books. And I think his son is selling those comic books now. And it wasn't like a long, long time ago. It wasn't like when it was printed. So there are some nice books in that run. I probably got 7 or 8 of them. Cool. But hey, I love the Loki cover.
Loki
and
with the horns.
This kind of stuff, I just kind of put it away. So, yeah.
All right, we've got Black Panther number 7 from 1978, origin and first appearance of Jakara, also Jack Kirby.
Very cool cover on this one, Jack Kirby art, just jumping out at you. And I had a lot of these in 9.8. It's a nice copy. I haven't sold it yet. I will at some point because I'm not going to collect these. And it's in my era, but it's on the backside of what I like the best. So it's Jack Kirby, man. I like it.
As you know, we love Jack Kirby. All right, and then the final slab that we're looking at that's not from CGC today. Godzilla number 3, 1977. It has Champions, Tony Stark, Dum Dum Dugan, and Gabe Jones appearance. And here it is.
Here's another short series. I had about half of the series in 9.8. But I like this copy, and I picked it up, and I did not spend a lot on this. But hey, it's got a Silver Surfer cover. So these have kind of got hot. I paid $60 for an issue that I sold for $750 at an auction. $750. So there's some issues of this. I think that was a 15. There are some issues of this that have just blown up. I think it's a cool series. I like Godzilla and monster culture from the 70s. So yeah, that was fun.
Yeah. Cool.
Put them back up.
Yep. Okay.
All right, we're gonna unbox. Talk to us.
Say words. We got this box back. It's only like 9 books, but they're all very old.
Oh.
Let me pull some out. You pressed all of these, I believe. Is that correct?
Yeah. I don't know. I haven't seen what you got yet.
Oh, yeah. I think you sent these out, too.
Okay.
When I was out of town.
Yep, I know exactly what box this is.
These are not in alphabetical order. But the first one we have is... Yeah. Fantastic Four, number 187 from 1987. Molecule Man, Impossible Man, and Claw appearance. Letter from Kirk Busiek, and it's a George Perez cover.
This was a 9.0. And you know what I'm trying to do?
We want 9.8.
Yeah.
It's a 9.6.
All right. That's fine.
Yeah.
I don't think I expected a 9.8 out of this, but I knew it was close enough, and that's still kind of a nice book to have in 9.6.
It's nice. It doesn't look bad.
I bought these up. I have multiple copies now, and I bought a collection that was pretty complete. So I have multiple copies. What I kind of do is go through, and if I think it's a 9.6 in that era, I'll slab it anyway.
Yep. Fantastic Four 181, 1977. Annihilus, Tigra, Impossible Man, Thundra, Brute appearance, Mad Thinker cameo on the last page.
This is a 9.0. You know what I'm looking for,
we're
guys.
Looking for 9.8s always, and it's a 9.8.
All right. Level achieved. We put that in the slot. That's
Kirby.
just another cover. I think I have 6 or 7.
Of that one.
I change the number every time one.
I mean, who knows?
I'm
now
gonna
you
put
have
a
like
list
6 or
up.
7.
I'm gonna put a list up here like the the butcher's list, and it's going to show how many we have left. So
a lot.
when I get to, I'll tell you what. When I get to, I have achieved 25%. I'll start talking about that.
Even though we mentioned
I
it
need
every
20.
episode.
Not every episode. Okay. When I get to 25, then we'll start saying this is number 26, level achieved. And when we get to 50, I'm doing it.
There you go.
Before this channel dies, or I do.
Okay. This is Adventure Comics number 364, Legion of Super Pets, 1968. Here it is.
Okay. This was a 9.0. And I knew it was better, knew it wasn't a 9.6, so I expected a 9.4 on this.
And it got a 9.4.
That's a nice book. I mean, that's a nice book, nice era to have in that grade. It's off-white to white. If I was buying this book, I might settle on off-white to white on that. I think it's great. Yeah.
Okay, this one's Daredevil 168, 1981, origin and first appearance of Elektra. We all know.
This book has a story. So I bought it as an 8.5 raw, and it was pretty jacked up. I knew it was an 8.0, but, you know, you can argue about grade or price. So it was more about me trying to get the right price. I paid for this book, but knew it was an 8.0, being fronted as an 8.5. Brought it home, pressed it. I pressed this book like 6 or 7 times. It had like 25 nail marks in it. It was just one of those things. It almost looked like hamburger. It was just so red, you know, which is great, but not for my purposes. So I worked on this thing. So I saw 9.4 potential in this. I felt like I overworked the book because I wouldn't let it go. And what did it get?
It got a 9.4.
Yeah.
So you got what you
I was
wanted.
surprised, actually. Really surprised because I didn't think it would get it. It had a lot of dirt.
It's encapsulated now.
Yeah,
we're
9.4.
happy
I'm
with
super
it.
happy with a 9.4 of that. Obviously, it's an important key. I love Daredevil. Those Daredevil keys in that era, that was Frank Miller art, right?
It is.
Yeah.
It is Frank Miller.
Frank Miller, man. Anyway.
Almost like Jack Kirby. Okay. Champions number 1, 1975. It's got Black Widow, Hercules, Ghost Rider, Angel and Iceman from the Champions, Venus, Pluto, Ares, and Hippolyta. Who's that? I don't know. Gil Kane art.
This copy was about an 8.0, and I worked on it. This is another book I really wanted to get like a 9.6 on, but I didn't feel like it did. What did it get?
It got a 9.2.
Yeah.
It got a 9.2. Yeah.
This really needs to be a 9.8. Look at this cast of characters, though, man. I'm really hot on early Ghost Rider appearances. Hercules, I don't think is going to stick around. I just don't see him. He wasn't big before. He's not going to be big later. However, Ghost Rider has been big for a long time, and that early stuff people kind of poo-poo because there's you can get that raw probably for $10-15. At some point, I think as people want to get really high grade 9.8s and stuff, they're going to find there's not a ton of those out there. Anyway.
Okay. We have Marvel Premiere number 30. Liberty Legion, Invaders, and Red Skull appearance. Story continued from the Invaders number 6. Jack Kirby, our friend, Jack Kirby.
Yeah, this was a really nice copy, and I was torn between 9.6 and 9.8.
Do you remember what it was originally before you pressed
Oh,
it?
it was 9.0.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, it got a 9.6. So that's good. Love to hear it.
It's fine.
Cool cover.
Yeah, it's not a really expensive book.
Yeah, there's an Invaders number.
It's cool to have, though. I mean, if you're going to have it, I think 9.6 is a great grade to have, too.
True.
Still old as 25 center, you know.
Yeah. This one is Cobra number 1 from 1976. First appearance of Cobra.
Who did the art on that cover?
I was just looking. Pablo Marcos art.
Yeah, so if you guys have collected in the 70s, I like this a lot. And this book was nice. It was like a 9.4, but I felt it had good bones, and I thought I'd get a 9.8 out of it.
It's a 9.8.
And there's not a lot of those. I mean, actually, and I don't care if anyone wants to buy this or not. I know there will be people like me that dig this stuff. So having a 9.8 of this, I'm super happy. 25 center, got the whole run. I think the whole run is in that kind of shape. You know,
that's cool.
Probably not all 9.8s, but they're all going to be 9.4, 9.6 that aren't 9.8. What else?
All right, so this is another Jack Kirby, Invaders number 9.
Yeah, these are tough, man. I had some really nice copies, and upon inspection, down to the numbers, these things were just tough, and they're all 9.0, 9.2. This was a 9.0, and I was hoping to get a 9.6.
It got a 9.4.
Yeah, that's
not great.
You know, I mean, being off one little level like that, it's fine. It's better. It's just not as valuable in 9.4.
Off-white to white, too.
Yeah. This one... And that is a Bagman book. It's a Monterey book. That's why, you know, some of them that weren't stored great, I guarantee it wasn't like that when he bought it.
Not every Monterey book.
It's hard to hold a book for 20 years and not get damaged. What does damage mean? I don't know. It can't be a 9.8 anymore. That's damage.
That's damage to you.
That's throw it away. It's not a 9.8. Throw it away.
Okay, this is the last book. It's Amazing Adventures number 16. It has Beast and Juggernaut, and it is a Jim Starlin and Frank Giacoia cover.
Yeah, if this is not a 9.8, throw it away. No, I'm just kidding.
Don't tempt me.
Yeah, I had this whole run of the Beast, and I think I did an earlier unboxing of the first appearance on 11. This is 16, right?
This is 16, yes. 1973.
This book came out real nice. I was hoping for a 9.4 with the slight possibility of a 9.6.
9.6!
There we go.
The possibility
and the
has
balance
become reality.
Shifts back to yes.
And we're throwing it in the trash.
It's not a 9.8. Throw it.
Cool. Do you have anything
These
else
are
to
good.
say?
This is my era. This is the stuff I like. This is the stuff I sell. And it's good to kind of... I was shifting. I was in the 80s, late 80s. Now I'm going back to the 70s. And got a lot of this stuff. We just have to make submissions.
Yes.
Yeah, we just have to make submissions. But I have a bunch of books ready and got some books for a friend ready to send in. So yeah.
CGC. We love it.
Rock and roll.
That's it for today.
I've got nothing else.
Thank you, guys.
Come back and watch us. Hope you're watching our other show. If you're not, you're missing out.
Vintage Comic Show and Tell. I'll link it below.
Thanks again.
Bye.